What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And I just seen a short on, as well as a short I made of my own, of how boxing is very violent. And sometimes when you have the right type of style and the competition, the bad blood, the eagerness, the desperation, the desire to inflict pain amongst each other, when you have two guys that feel that they want to get it on and hurt the other guy, they have a point to prove, they can create some of the worst fights, and they leave a lot of themselves in the ring. Ali Frazier comes to mind. You know, I think about Gotti Ward, but Gotti Ward, we don't know how those punches and, those fights took a lot of those fighters. Barrera Morales, the list goes on. But Frazier Ali was probably one of the most damaging that I can remember, that I feel that it affected those fighters. Okay. And from Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, from the first fight to the third fight, these guys had several knockdowns. I think it's 5 knockdowns to 4. Wilder knocked down Tyson Fury twice in the first fight. The second fight, Tyson Fury dropped Deontay Wilder twice. Okay, and they're tied at that point. Okay. And, of course, the third fight, Deontay Wilder knocked down Tyson Fury twice, and Tyson Fury knocked him down the 3rd, the 10th, and the 11th, I believe. So that's 5 to 4. So in between 9 knockdowns and 3 fights, based on Carl Froch, based on Showbiz the Adult, based on a lot of people that think that these guys ruined each other, destroyed each other for future fights. They're not as good as they were because of the damage that they took fighting each other. And let you listen to or watch this video by Showbiz the Adult. Here it is.
I just don't think that Francis Ngannou punch was that hard. I didn't get hit by it. But it bounced off Fury's shoulder and hit it. And Fury went down like a sack of potatoes. And I think it's due to these Deontay Wilder punches. I've been watching Fury his entire career. Back when he had no beard on his face and all his hair was on his head. And I'm telling you, I've seen him get knocked down on a few occasions, all right? But damn, Deontay Wilder has ruined careers. He ruined King Kong, for sure. And I think Tyson Fury ruined Wilder. I think sometimes fights can be so bad, it ruins both of you. I think Ali and Frazier ruined each other. And I'm telling you, Fury and Wilder, they destroyed each other.
I didn't know that about the left hook. I thought the left hook was a whipping shot that was landed past the right hand of Fury counter. I didn't know it bounced off the shoulder. So now the question would be, what if it landed the way he intended it to land, right above the shoulder without any interruption from the shoulder? Because based on what we just saw, that punch was distracted. The punch was broken. The fall from the punch was broken due to the shoulder. So that's a piece of evidence that makes you think that, well, maybe Tyson Fury didn't get really hit that hard. Maybe he just ain't worth nothing no more. Well, let's look at it. Did Dillian White hit Tyson Fury with any type of shot like that? No, he couldn't catch him with his left hook. He was too slow. He didn't have the style, or he didn't have the ability to do that. No, he didn't. Did Derek Chisora? No, Derek Chisora could only hit him in the body. I mean, he was just too slow for anything else. So both of those guys were pretty much the same. And then you had Francis Ngannou that was able to land a shot on his head. And before that, there were no other fights besides the Deontay Wilder 3 fight. So there is maybe some truth behind that. Okay, me personally, I don't know. I can tell you, like John Fury said, like Tyson Fury himself said, hey, I'm retiring because I seen big, huge lumps in my back because of the punches or the damage from the punches that I received from Deontay Wilder in the third fight. That's why I decided to retire after the Dillian White fight, if you guys can remember that. So there may be some truth to a lot of this stuff, but, I say we'll see. I definitely think and believe the Luis Ortiz. I think along with age, Luis Ortiz isn't worth what he used to be. But that could have been because of the hard shots that he took from Deontay Wilder. Because he went down a few, 3 or 4 times in the first fight with Wilder. And then Wilder just dropped him in the second, and that might have totally destroyed his durability. His chin shield, I like to say. That's totally cracked. Okay? Those nerves are exposed, and he went down from a jab from Charles Martin. So I would believe that. So Deontay Wilder has the ability to do so. However, let's talk about Wilder for a minute. Now, is he the same type of person? Was he damaged or ruined? And I would have to say, I would think Tyson would be more damaged based on the evidence that we just talked about versus Wilder. I just think maybe Wilder is trying to be a boxer now versus the seek and destroyer that he was from a long angle or from a distance. He was a one-hitter quitter distance puncher. And that's how he used to close the show. Now he's trying to be more of a boxer because I think his trainer is trying to form him into a huge, stronger version of himself, which is Malik Scott. But as far as punches go, I can't say necessarily that Joseph Parker can't punch. I'm not saying that, but I think still with both of these guys, since the inactivity for really both is there and aware, I think you need more time. I think they need to be in there with more people. But I will say Wilder took better shots from Joseph Parker, even though he was hurt. He can say whatever he wants to say. He was hurt from those punches. Absolutely. He was hurt from those shots, bro. He might tell you, no, he didn't hit me and hurt me at all. It didn't even affect me. Okay, if it didn't affect you, you would have no problem trading. And he's not a trader either. Okay. But I think that may be more of training and yes men energy that he doesn't need. So he needs to get back in there maybe with a new approach on how he should attack. Okay. But then again, it's more than that, mental. So maybe mentally, Tyson Fury might have destroyed Wilder and not really want to do attack, which, I find that strange, giving everything you had in that fight, and then still getting knocked out. And then you're not even able to have the ability to do that in another fight. I think that is strange, but it can happen. So if anything, if I was going to think that both of these guys ruined each other like an Ali and Frazier, and first of all, I don't think they hold a candle to those guys in that comparison, okay? But if anything, Tyson Fury probably, his chin is not where it used to be based on the punches that he did take from Wilder, and you have to keep in mind, Wilder was damn near 240 pounds. Okay. And a lot of people that think Wilder was bigger and he was a stronger puncher. Well, if you want to believe that, here's some evidence for you. Well, it took him when he was 209 pounds to take out Luis Ortiz with 3 knockdowns or 4 knockdowns in that fight versus 1 knockdown in the second fight. Okay. In the rematch. So, and he was 20 pounds. Whoa. Damn near 30 pounds heavier. So he was 209 to 238, right? So yeah, so you got to put that in, or if you need to, that heavy hands from the extra body and muscle mass behind Deontay Wilder could have played some too, especially if he landed. Just food for thought. But I don't know. I think we need to see more of these guys because. Honestly, Tyson Fury fought twice last year, but with weaker opposition. He fought his mandatory, and then he had a voluntary fight with Derek Chisora. People wouldn't have gave him that flack if it wasn't for the Usyk deal, but I don't think that he's done that quickly. And I think, if there's anything and he's dropped by Alexander Usyk, and knowing Usyk is not a huge puncher, then these analysts may be onto something. You know, Wilder, I think if anything, Deontay Wilder, if he continues to fight like that, that may be a mental block. And that might have been from Tyson the Gypsy King Fury landing shots on him and him not knowing how to respond from getting attacked, you know, the way he was. But you guys tell me what you think of the theory that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder both ruined each other's career in 3 fights. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.